Listen to me, life is tough, the journey is long. And if you think success is just gonna knock on your door, you're mistaken. But here's what I need you to understand. Winners don't quit, and quitters don't win. The only way to make it to your dream is to keep pushing forward no matter what. Today, I'm here to tell you, never give up. Pain is temporary, but quitting lasts forever. I need you to hear me on this, because most people give up the moment they feel pain. The second things get hard, they start looking for an exit. They say, this is too much for me. I can't handle this. Or maybe this isn't for me. And that's exactly why they never reach their dreams. Listen, pain is a part of the process. Nobody ever achieved greatness without going through some kind of struggle. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is simple. The successful ones push through the pain while the others run from it. I get it. It hurts. You're exhausted. You feel like you've given everything and you've got nothing left. But I'm telling you right now, you have more in you. The human body and mind are designed to survive. They are built to push past limits. But the moment you tell yourself, I can't, you've already lost the battle. The mind will give up before the body does. And that's why you have to train yourself to embrace the struggle, to welcome the pain, to push past it. Think about an athlete training for the Olympics. They wake up early while everyone else is sleeping. They push their bodies to the limit, running, lifting, sweating, feeling the burn. And in that moment when their muscles scream, when their body begs them to stop, they don't quit. They push harder because they know that pain is shaping them into a champion. That pain is building endurance. That pain is creating strength. You have to understand that pain is a sign of growth. It's proof that you are moving forward. When you work out in the gym, your muscles tear so they can rebuild stronger. When you study late at night, your brain is stretching, learning, growing. Every struggle, every setback, every painful moment is shaping you into something greater. But if you quit, if you walk away, if you decide that it's too hard, then you'll never get to see the other side. Some of you have been through things that nobody else would understand. You've cried yourself to sleep. You faced rejection. You've dealt with failure after failure. And at times you felt like giving up was the only option. But let me ask you this. What if you're just one more step away from your breakthrough? What if everything you've been working for is just on the other side of this moment of pain? Most people quit too soon. They don't realize that success was right there waiting for them to push just a little bit further. You have to shift your mindset. Instead of seeing pain as something negative, start seeing it as a tool. Start looking at it as the fire that's refining you, as the test that's proving your strength. Because the truth is, nobody remembers the person who gave up. Nobody tells the story of the one who quit when things got tough. The ones who are remembered, the ones who leave a legacy, are the ones who kept going when everyone else stopped. Think about every successful person you admire. They didn't get there because life was easy. They got there because they refused to quit. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. If he had given up, the world would have never known his greatness. Oprah was fired from her first job as a news anchor. If she had quit, she would have never built an empire. Steve Jobs was kicked out of the very company he started. If he had walked away, Apple wouldn't be what it is today. These people had every reason to stop, every reason to say, maybe this isn't for me, but they didn't. They pushed through the pain. They embraced the struggle. And because of that, they won. And that's what I need you to do. I need you to stop looking at pain as a reason to quit and start looking at it as your greatest teacher. I need you to stop feeling sorry for yourself and start realizing that this pain is temporary. It won't last forever, but if you quit, that regret will. That's what's permanent. That's what you'll have to live with for the rest of your life. Knowing that you had a chance, knowing that you could have made it, but you chose to walk away. I don't care how tired you are. I don't care how much it hurts. You keep going. You keep pushing, because one day that pain will be your story of victory. One day you'll look back and realize that everything you went through was necessary. That struggle, that heartbreak, that rejection, it was all preparing you for something greater. So don't you dare quit now. Keep fighting. Keep moving forward, because pain is temporary, but quitting is forever. When you feel like giving up, remember why you started. Think back to the moment when you made that decision to chase your dream. There was a reason. There was a fire inside you, something that made you believe this journey was worth it. But now, when things get tough, you're questioning yourself. You're wondering if it's even possible. You're thinking about walking away. That's the problem most people have. They let the struggle blind them from their purpose. They forget their why. But I need you to understand something. Your why must be bigger than your excuses. There will always be reasons to quit. You'll always find an excuse if you're looking for one. I'm too tired. I don't have the resources. It's too hard. But none of that matters when your purpose is bigger than your pain. The difference between those who make it and those who don't isn't talent, luck, or intelligence. It's mindset. It's ability to keep going when every part of you is telling you to stop. It's the ability to push past the discomfort and stay locked in on your purpose. Imagine a single mother working 2 jobs just to put food on the table for her children. She wakes up before the sun rises, works all day, comes home, takes care of her kids, and then prepares to do it all over again. She's exhausted. She's stressed. But she doesn't quit. Why? Because her why, her children, is bigger than her fatigue. She's not working just for herself. She's fighting for something greater. That's what keeps her going when things get hard. Now think about yourself. Why did you start? What's the real reason you set out on this path? Maybe it's for your family. Maybe it's to prove something to yourself. Maybe it's to change your life forever. Whatever it is, you have to hold on to it. You have to remind yourself every single day why you're doing this. Because the moment you lose sight of your why, you start looking for a way out. The people who achieve greatness are the ones who refuse to let their excuses outweigh their purpose. They don't focus on the obstacles, they focus on the goal. They don't let setbacks define them, they use them as fuel. You need to have that same mindset. You need to stop telling yourself what you can't do and start remembering why you have to do it. Think about the times you've struggled before. Think about the moments when you thought you couldn't make it. But guess what you did? You pushed through, you overcame. And if you did it before, you can do it again. The only thing standing between you and success is the willingness to keep going despite the challenge. Excuses are the easy way out. Anybody can make an excuse. Anybody can justify quitting. But winners don't do that. Winners take responsibility. Winners find solutions. Winners remember their why and use it as the driving force to push forward, even when things seem impossible. You have to train yourself to push past the voice in your head that tells you to quit. That voice will always be there. It will always try to convince you that you're not good enough, that you're too tired, that it's not worth it. But that voice is a liar. It's trying to rob you of your destiny. And the only way to silence it is to keep moving forward. When you feel like giving up, stop and remind yourself why you started. Write it down, say it out loud, keep it in front of you every day. Make it so clear that no excuse can ever make you forget it. Because at the end of the day, your success isn't about how talented you are. It's not about how lucky you are. It's about how strong your why is. So the next time you want to quit, ask yourself, is my excuse really bigger than my dream? If the answer is no, then you already know what to do. Keep going, keep pushing, keep fighting, because the people who remember their why are the ones who never give up. You will fail, you will fall, and it's going to hurt. But what separates those who succeed from those who don't is simple. They get back up every time, no matter what. It doesn't matter how many times life knocks you down. What matters is how many times you get back up and keep moving forward. The reality is, failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it. Every successful person you admire, every legend in history, every champion, they all failed. They all faced moments where they could have given up, but they didn't. They chose to rise again. Think about a baby learning to walk. They take their first steps, stumble and fall, but do they stay down? Do they decide walking is too hard and give up? No. They get back up and try again and again and again until one day they're running. But somewhere along the way, as we grow older, we stop thinking like that. We fall once and suddenly we doubt ourselves. We let fear take over. We let failure define us instead of using it to make us stronger. You have to change the way you see failure. Every time you fall, every time something doesn't work out, every time you experience disappointment, it's not the end, it's a lesson. It's an opportunity. It's a step forward, not backward. Because with every failure, you learn something. You grow. You become better, stronger, wiser. But only if you get back up. Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, was cut from his high school team. Imagine if he had let that one failure define him. Imagine if he had said, maybe I'm just not meant for this. and walked away. The world would have never seen his greatness. But he didn't give up. He used that failure as motivation to work harder, to push himself beyond his limits. And because of that, he became a legend. The same goes for Thomas Edison. The man who invented the light bulb failed over 1,000 times before he got it right. 1,000 times. But when people asked him about it, he didn't see it as failure. He said, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. That's the mindset you need to have. Failure isn't a stop sign, it's a detour. It's redirection. It's part of the process. But here's the thing, most people don't make it because they don't get back up. They fall, and instead of standing up and trying again, they stay down. They let the failure define them. They tell themselves, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I wasn't meant to do this. And that's the biggest mistake you can make. Because the only way you truly fail is if you quit. You have to understand that the struggle is part of the journey. The setbacks, the disappointments, the moments when nothing seems to be going right, they are shaping you. They are preparing you. Every time you fall and get back up, you become stronger. Every time you push through failure, you get one step closer to success. There are going to be days when you feel like giving up, days when you question whether it's worth it. But those are the moments that define you. Those are the moments when you have a choice: stay down or rise up. And if you truly want to succeed, there is only one option. You get back up every single time. Your dream is worth it. Your goals are worth it, but you have to be willing to fight for them. You have to be willing to go through the struggle, to take the hits, to experience failure and still keep moving forward. Because the people who win in life are not the ones who never fall. They are the ones who never stay down. So no matter how hard it gets, no matter how many times you fail, no matter how many times life knocks you down, you get back up, you try again, you push harder. Because one day you'll look back and realize that every fall, every failure, every struggle was worth it. And the only reason you made it is because you refused to stay down. Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, an hour, a day, or even a year, but eventually it will subside. And when it does, something greater will take its place: growth, strength, and success. But if you quit, if you give up in the middle of the struggle, that pain will last forever. It will sit with you, weighing on your mind, making you wonder, what if? That's the kind of pain you can never escape. The pain of regret. Pain is a part of the process. No great achievement has ever come without struggle. No champion, no leader, no successful person in history has ever reached the top without going through moments of deep pain and hardship. They all had moments where they wanted to quit. They all faced situations where it felt like too much. But they understood something most people don't. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your teacher. It is shaping you, molding you, and preparing you for something greater. There are two kinds of pain in life: the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. Discipline is hard. Waking up early, pushing yourself when you don't feel like it, staying focused when distractions are everywhere. That kind of pain is tough. But the pain of regret is worse. The pain of looking back and knowing you could have done more, knowing you gave up too soon, knowing you let temporary discomfort stop you from achieving something extraordinary, that pain never fades. It stays with you. It haunts you. You have to decide which pain you're willing to endure. The pain of discipline is temporary. It's uncomfortable, but it leads to progress, growth, and success. The pain of regret, that lingers forever. When you push through pain, you come out stronger on the other side. Your body may ache. Your mind may be exhausted, but you will have proven to yourself that you are capable of more than you thought. That's how champions are built, not by avoiding pain, but by embracing it, learning from it, and using it as fuel. Every time you think about quitting, every time you feel like the struggle is too much, remind yourself why you started. Remind yourself that the pain you're feeling is not permanent. It is a test. It is a moment in time that will pass, but only if you push through. If you give up now, you will always wonder what could have been. But if you keep going, one day you'll look back at this moment and realize it was the moment that made you stronger. Think about the greatest athletes, the most successful entrepreneurs, the legends in every field. They didn't get there by avoiding pain. They got there by embracing it. They trained harder when their bodies wanted to rest. They kept working when everyone else stopped. They stayed focused when others got distracted. They ain't let temporary discomfort stop them from reaching their full potential. You have to do the same. You have to understand that pain is part of the price you pay for success, but it's a price worth paying. Because on the other side of pain is something far greater: pride, fulfillment, and the realization that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. So when the pain comes, don't run from it. Don't let it break you. Let it build you. Let it shape you into the person you were meant to be. Because the only way to truly fail is to give up. But if you keep pushing, keep fighting, keep going, no matter how hard it gets, you will come out stronger. You will come out victorious. And you will know that every ounce of pain was worth it. Success doesn't come from talent alone. It doesn't come from luck, from being in the right place at the right time, or from having the best resources. It comes from effort. It comes from the willingness to outwork everyone around you. It comes from the decision to push harder, to grind longer, and to keep going when others stop. Effort is the great equalizer. You might not be the most talented person in the room, but if you're willing to work harder than everyone else, you will surpass them. Too many people rely on talent alone. They think that because they have a natural gift, success will come easily. But talent without effort is wasted potential. It means nothing if you're not willing to put in the work. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. That's why you see so many gifted people fall short, while those who are relentless, those who put in the hours, those who refuse to quit, those are the ones who rise to the top. When you put in effort, when you commit to outworking everyone else, you separate yourself from the pack. It doesn't matter where you started. It doesn't matter what resources you had. What matters is how much you're willing to sacrifice, how much you're willing to grind, and how much effort you're willing to give every single day. There are people out there who started with nothing, who had no advantages, who had every reason to fail, but they made a decision. No one was going to outwork them. They were going to be the first to wake up, the last to leave, the ones who put in the extra reps, the extra hours, the extra effort that most people aren't willing to give. You have to ask yourself, are you willing to do what others won't? Are you willing to wake up earlier, train harder, study longer, push yourself beyond what's comfortable? Because that's what it takes. Success isn't given, it's earned. It's a result of effort, discipline, and persistence. It's about showing up every single day ready to put in the work no matter how you feel. There are days when you won't feel like it, days when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you don't see immediate results. But effort isn't about how you feel. It's about commitment. It's about showing up even when you don't want to. It's about understanding that every single rep, every single hour, every single sacrifice is bringing you one step closer to your goal. Think about the greats in any field: sports, business, music, science. What separates them from everyone else? It's not just their skill. It's their relentless effort. It's their ability to keep going when others stop. Kobe Bryant was known for his insane work ethic. He would show up to the gym hours before his teammates, putting in extra shots, extra drills, extra time. He wasn't just talented, he outworked everyone around him. That's what made him great. If you want to achieve something, you have to be willing to go all in. No halfway effort, no excuses, no shortcuts. The world is filled with people who had talent but never put in the work. Don't be one of them. Be the one who is willing to push harder, to do more, to grind longer than anyone else, because that's what will set you apart. Every day is a chance to get better. Every day is a chance to put in the work that others won't. You don't have to be the most talented. You don't have to be the smartest. But if you are the hardest worker, if you refuse to be outworked, success will come. Effort compounds over time. The work you put in today will pay off tomorrow. So when you feel like slacking off, when you feel like cutting corners, remind yourself, effort is everything. There is no success without it. No matter what your goal is, no matter what you're chasing, the only way to get there is to work harder than you ever thought possible. Give everything you have every single day, because in the end, effort is what makes the difference between those who succeed and those who don't. Success doesn't come from talent alone. It doesn't come from luck, from being in the right place at the right time, or from having the best resources. It comes from effort. It comes from the willingness to outwork everyone around you. It comes from the decision to push harder, to grind longer, and to keep going when others stop. Effort is the great equalizer. You might not be the most talented person in the room, but if you're willing to work harder than everyone else, you will surpass them. Too many people rely on talent alone. They think that because they have a natural gift, success will come easily. But talent without effort is wasted potential. It means nothing if you're not willing to put in the work. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. That's why you see so many gifted people fall short, while those who are relentless, those who put in the hours, those who refuse to quit, those are the ones who rise to the top. When you put in effort, when you commit to outworking everyone else, you separate yourself from the pack. It doesn't matter where you started. It doesn't matter what resources you had. What matters is how much you're willing to sacrifice, how much you're willing to grind, and how much effort you're willing to give every single day. There are people out there who started with nothing, who had no advantages, who had every reason to fail, but they made a decision no one was going to outwork them. They were going to be the first to wake up, the last to leave. The ones who put in the extra reps, the extra hours, the extra effort that most people aren't willing to give. You have to ask yourself, are you willing to do what others won't? Are you willing to wake up earlier, train harder, study longer, push yourself beyond what's comfortable? Because that's what it takes. Success isn't given, it's earned. It's the result of effort, discipline, and persistence. It's about showing up every single day, ready to put in the work, no matter how you feel. There are days when you won't feel like it, days when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you don't see immediate results. But effort isn't about how you feel, it's about commitment. It's about showing up even when you don't want to. It's about understanding that every single rep, every single hour, every single sacrifice is bringing you one step closer to your goal. Think about the greats in any field, sports, business, music, science. What separates them from everyone else? It's not just their skill, it's their relentless effort. It's their ability to keep going when others stop. Kobe Bryant was known for his insane work ethic. He would show up to the gym hours before his teammates, putting in extra shots, extra drills, extra time. He wasn't just talented, he outworked everyone around him. That's what made him great. If you want to achieve something, you have to be willing to go all in. No halfway effort, no excuses, no shortcuts. The world is filled with people who had talent but never put in the work. Don't be one of them. Be the one who is willing to push harder, to do more, to grind longer than anyone else, because that's what will set you apart. Every day is a chance to get better. Every day is a chance to put in the work that others won't. You don't have to be the most talented. You don't have to be the smartest. But if you are the hardest worker, if you refuse to be outworked, success will come. Effort compounds over time. The work you put in today will pay off tomorrow. So when you feel like slacking off, when you feel like cutting corners, remind yourself, effort is everything. There is no success without it. No matter what your goal is, no matter what you're chasing, the only way to get there is to work harder than you ever thought possible. Give everything you have every single day. Because in the end, effort is what makes the difference between those who succeed and those who don't. There is power in your mindset. The way you think determines the way you act, and the way you act determines the results you get. If you want to achieve anything in life, you must first believe that you can. Everything starts in the mind. Before any great success, before any major breakthrough, there was first a belief, an unshakable, unstoppable, undeniable belief that it was possible. Without that belief, nothing happens. Without that belief, people quit before they even begin. Your mindset is either working for you or against you. It's either pushing you forward or holding you back. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't just talent or resources. It's the way they think. Those who achieve greatness don't see obstacles as barriers. They see them as challenges to overcome. They don't see failures as the end, they see them as lessons. They don't wait for opportunities, they create them. They don't allow fear to control them. They take action despite fear. Most people fail before they even start because they don't believe in themselves. They tell themselves they're not smart enough, not talented enough, not lucky enough. They focus on all the reasons why they can't instead of all the reasons why they must. But the truth is, your mind will believe whatever you tell it. If you constantly feed it doubts, negativity, and excuses, it will accept them as facts. But if you train your mind to believe in possibilities, in solutions, in perseverance, then you will find a way forward no matter what. Success starts with a decision A decision to refuse to accept mediocrity, to refuse to listen to doubt, to refuse to give up. You must decide that nothing will stop you, that no failure will define you, that no challenge will break you. When you make that decision, your actions will follow. You will find yourself pushing harder, thinking creatively, finding solutions where others see problems. Your mind set will begin to shift, and with it, your results will change. Every single successful person has faced moments of doubt, moments where giving up seemed like the easier option. But the ones who make it are the ones who refuse to let those doubts control them. They push past the fear, past the failures, past the struggles, because they believe in something bigger. They believe in themselves, in their vision, in their purpose. And that belief is what keeps them moving forward. Think about Thomas Edison. He failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Imagine if he had given up after his first few failures, if he had let doubt control him. The world would be a very different place. But he didn't quit. He believed in his vision. He knew that success was not a matter of luck, but a matter of persistence. His belief fueled his effort, and that effort eventually led to success. The same applies to you. Whatever you are chasing, whether it's a dream, a goal, a new career, or personal growth, your mindset will determine whether you reach it or not. If you tell yourself it's impossible, you won't even try. But if you tell yourself, you will find a way. You will start looking for solutions instead of excuses. It all starts with self-talk. The words you say to yourself every day shape your reality. If you constantly tell yourself, I can't do this, I'm not good enough, or I don't have what it takes, then your mind will believe it. And when you believe it, you will act in a way that confirms it. You will hesitate, you will procrastinate, you will hold yourself back. But when you start telling yourself, I can figure this out, I am capable, and I have everything I need to succeed, then your actions will align with that belief. You will take risks, you will push forward, you will refuse to quit. Your environment also plays a huge role in shaping your mindset. If you surround yourself with negative people, with people who doubt you, who constantly complain and focus on the negative, that energy will affect you. But if you surround yourself with people who believe in you, who challenge you, who push you to be better, you will start to adopt that mindset. That's why successful people choose their circle carefully. They know that the people around them will either lift them up or pull them down. Challenges will come, obstacles will appear, but how you respond to them is entirely up to you. You can let them break you, or you can let them build you. Every setback is an opportunity to grow. Every failure is a lesson. Every struggle is a stepping stone towards success. It all depends on how you choose to see it. Fear is another major factor that holds people back. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. But fear is just an illusion. It's a mental barrier that stops you from taking action. The truth is, the only way to overcome fear is to face it. The more you push through fear, the less power it has over you. Every time you step out of your comfort zone, you grow. And the more you grow, the more confident you become. Your mindset isn't something you're born with. It's something you develop. It's a skill that can be trained just like a muscle. The more you practice positive thinking, resilience, and self-belief, the stronger your mindset becomes. And when your mindset is strong, nothing can stop you. It's not enough to just wish for success. You have to prepare for it mentally. You have to develop the habits, the discipline, and the mindset of a winner. That means staying focused, staying motivated, and staying consistent even when you don't feel like it. That means believing in yourself even when no one else does. That means refusing to settle for anything less than your best. The road to success is not easy. There will be days when you feel like giving up. There will be moments when you question whether it's worth it. But those are the moments that define you. Those are the moments where you have a choice. Do you let your doubts win, or do you push through? The people who succeed are the ones who keep going no matter how hard it gets. There is no magic formula for success. There's no shortcut. It all comes down to one thing: your mindset. If you truly believe that you can achieve something, and if you are willing to put in the effort, there is nothing that can stop you. But if you allow doubt, fear, and negativity to control you, you will always hold yourself back. So make the decision today. Decide that you will not let doubt control you. Decide that you will believe in yourself even when no one else does. Decide that you will push forward no matter what. Because the moment you change your mindset, you change your life.